You're listening to Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, Marcy's about to become a grandmother, but the child's name could be a problem. Also, the conspiracy theorist next door and how to vaccinate your cell phone.
Which has turned into a whole new problem under my roof, by the way. Well, Kanye spells his name K-A-N-Y-E.
Yes.
And our new grandchild's spelling of his name is K-A-Y-N-E. And so now there's a certain family contingent that thinks that people are going to think
why
are
they
little
naming
Jewish
a kid
baby's
like
name is Kanye instead of Cain.
Well, if they have a brother for him, they can just call him Abel.
Well, I know. I said, why would you call him like one of the bad names in the Bible? And the response was, well, if it's a girl, we're going to call her Lilith. I think that's like a demon name.
Why are they calling him after a medical assistance device or a field crop in Hawaii?
Because we live down in the Southwest. That's why. It's a cowboy name. Like Colt.
No, a colt is a horse. I know that. Even I know that.
There's a lot of colters down here.
This naming thing, I don't know.
Then one of the names suggested was Timothy.
Like
and
hay?
You won't get this.
Like the hay for the rabbits.
Yes, and you won't get this, but I know at least 3 of our 4 listeners will.
Mm-hmm.
The response to Timothy was Timmy, which is a South Park reference, which you do not want your child to ever hear.
But why Cain? Why Kanye?
I told you, it's a cowboy thing, man. At least they're not naming him like.
I don't understand this thing where people name their kids.
Names.
People name their kids after stores like Tiffany, and I'm like, okay, fine. Where's Roebuck? Where's Montgomery Ward? Why not Walmart? Name your kid Walmart.
We used to keep, when I worked for the big wire service.
Yes.
We would keep track
of the terrible names.
Terrible names. Just terrible names that people give their kids. Because back then in the 70s, 80s, even 90s, on the back pages of your local newspapers, a lot of time, it gave like deaths and births.
Right.
Right. But for some reason, there are a bunch of kids. Well, now they're in college, I guess. But I guess named Placenta. I think we need to round up all the placentas that are in college in the United States.
No.
People who names their kid Apple?
Well, yeah. Okay. Let me back it up here. First of all,
Wolf.
When you said we need to round up all the placentas in college,
yes,
I don't think that's happening.
Not what I meant.
I don't think. Yes, but I also don't think the placentas are college bound. I think long before that they have been down to City Hall and rearranged their names. Yes.
Yeah. No, parents are mean.
Well, David Bowie was mean.
That's true. Zoe Bowie, didn't he change his name?
Yes, he did. And Frank Zappa was
Frank
mean.
Zappa's kids' names.
They
changed their names.
Yeah, this is a thing. Like, as someone whose name is Turi, which is short for an even worse name, I have a lot of sympathy for people with horrific names or simply names that would be okay if teachers knew how to pronounce them in 2nd grade. I think that at the start of every school year, teachers should be required to sit down and correctly pronounce the name of every child in their class before that first day when they butcher it. And if they have questions, they should call the parents at home and say, how do you pronounce Keturah?
Hey, I wanted to have a little dart gun and hit every teacher in the forehead that said, mercy, mercy. I heard that from kindergarten through high school.
Well, your daughter is about to foist one of these rural...
Kanye. Kanye shortened his name to Ye, which is Y-E.
Yay.
No, it's Ye.
I think he pronounces it yay.
Who cares how he pronounces it? The guy's a moron. Anyway, that would make their kid Nay. right? Or Nee.
The kid who's opposite of Kanye would be Nay. Yes, the Nay
Nay.
Nay. Right. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
yay
just too
and nay.
much.
Yay, nay, and hey. I don't
Oh,
know.
so they're naming their kid Kane.
Yes, Kane Robin.
Why don't they just go with Robin Kane? Why? Quite. What's wrong with
I don't know.
Robin?
I don't know. I'm just glad that they're using Robin because that was my sister's name.
I know it's a beautiful name for men or for women.
But yeah, no, it's Kane Robin
Okay.
Monroe. Yeah.
Just okay. Good.
At least they're not spelling it Cain because I think that's how the bad king is spelled.
I believe that is the biblical evil soul. Yes.
Moving on to
Yes.
evil.
Yes.
So all weekend, everybody out here who has an iPhone,
Mhm.
and I mean out here from like all the way almost to the Grand Canyon,
In the primitive rural woods of
in the primitive
Arizona,
rural,
all the
yes.
iPhone people who could spend $1,000 on a phone. Yeah. Go ahead.
I paid 300 for mine, but anyway, it's also very old and not working correctly. But all of us that subscribe to a certain phone service,
Yes.
our phones were stuck on SOS all weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah,
All of y'all?
everybody,
All of y'all.
all y'all, all of us, and of course, there are many, many conspiracy theories about this.
Is it all over next door? It's not just an
Oh.
error on the part of the phone provider.
Oh.
There's a nefarious force at
No, it's
work, is there?
Facebook, man. I belong to all these little Facebook community things, and I really just lurk on all of them.
Mhm.
Some of these people don't even know English, but a lot of people here are convinced that that's being caused by the wind turbines at the Babbitt Wind Farm. Yeah, I see you slapping your head, and
Yeah.
they've been bringing new turbines up all weekend. Like the roads have all been blocked by
Like the
police and these
wind, the
giant things.
wind, your phone runs on wind
Yes.
somehow?
The phone runs on wind. So the turbines not only give us cancer, but they turn our phones into SOS. I don't know.
I would make a note, as long as we're on the subject, of the names of all the people posting that stuff
Oh,
and avoid them.
I don't know any of them, believe me. And if I ever meet any of them, because yeah, there was even one guy who's sure it's due to COVID vaccines. So
You're kidding.
no,
Someone vaccinated. Oh, wait. You could take the needle and stick it in the little
stick it in
jack.
your phone.
Stick it in the jack for your headphones.
I just live in Looney Tunes land.
I have to say, though, that is probably like you could screw up a phone by vaccinating it. Just take that needle and stick the stuff into the little jack where your headphone is.
Now wait,
Wait,
I have to tell you.
do iPhones not have a headphone jack? Is that the problem there?
Oh, they don't.
Oh,
You have to have buds,
oh.
depending on how old your iPhone is. Anyway, though, one of the people said
Yeah.
that these giant wind turbines that we actually like go look at all the time just because they're really cool and really big.
They're beautiful, except I worry about the birds, but they are beautiful.
Well, someone said that they spontaneously combust.
What?
No, really, I researched it, dude. I went to Google and I said, do wind turbines spontaneously combust?
And somebody in Siberia has a website
No.
that no.
One out of every 1,000 will catch on fire and explode. Then somebody else said that they cause like all these mental health
Oh,
issues.
for God's
And
sake.
I found a study in Quebec or Quebec, where
as they call it on your mountain.
yeah, Quebec, where they say that it can cause depression because they're really loud. I don't hear them. I see them, but I don't hear them.
I don't hear them either.
But the spontaneously combust thing, we might have the 1 in 1,000. Who knows?
Well, even if it did, what would it have to do with your cell phone?
Oh no, it turned it to SOS mode.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
know. But yes, I like wind turbines. I think they're really, really cool. And at night, they have little red lights on them.
Uh-huh.
So it looks very alien, like very Area
Ooh.
57 or 47 or 37. Yeah,
I
they're
like
coming.
I like the winter. In California,
I
they're
do
all over
too.
the Tejon Pass, and I think they look a lot better than the, Altamont Raceway. So I like looking at them there. And when we drove across Canada, there were a zillion of them because it's big western prairie. So
Yep.
I'm with you. But little did I know, and I might feel very differently about them if I knew that they were secretly conspiring amongst each other to ruin my cell phone.
And they're conspiring with large cell phone
Oh
companies
my God.
to steal your signal and blow it down to I don't know where they're blowing it.
I would
They're
just
blowing it to California, I guess.
I would just like to say about most conspiracy theories, it doesn't take long for them to reach the light of day. Why? Because people are just not that competent. So, and nobody can keep a secret. Nobody's that competent. And
You say competent, and I say just not that smart.
well, either way you slice it, there are such things as conspiracies, but not for long. That's my that's my
Yeah,
take on
there
them.
you go.
Yeah, you can have a
Yes.
conspiracy and it'll last about that long. So,
My uncle's cousin's brother's sister-in-law's aunt is not a credible source to me. I'm just sorry.
how dare you say that? It's
I
so
know I'm awful, aren't
You're
I?
so mean. Well, I'm gonna have to. I have to go and return something to Amazon because finally, I ordered something for my broken arm, and I ordered a left-handed medium, and they sent me a right-handed extra large. So
Woohoo!
I've got my work cut out for me. Assuming you've come this far because you enjoy the podcast, may we recommend my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. It's available at your neighborhood bookstore or on Amazon. And if you're feeling especially generous, please leave the podcast a good review. Thanks.